Okay, Brad, so the off season is over. It was a very long one for everyone involved with the Coyotes, but training camp is back on. We're in the first weekend. First of all, what are your feelings about being back in this building, back in this room, back on the ice?
Yeah, well, it was a long summer, and I think we're all excited to get back at it. It's nice to get kind of the anticipation of camp. Kind of that period kind of sucks. You just want to get going and get a couple days under our belts. A good feeling.
When you think back on last season, for you personally, what's your take on it? How do you grade yourself out, your performance here?
Um, Good and bad. We didn't get to the playoffs, so I think that's you don't consider that a good season, but. We did some good things. I think we took some steps, but you got to keep going. And no one in this league feels sorry for us. So we got to keep growing, getting better, and then obviously, the playoffs is the goal.
Changes were made in the offseason in the front office, and obviously some new players here. When you look at this team on paper, what do you think? What are the strengths, and what are your expectations?
Well, everyone got a year older. Those young kids, they got another summer to get better, and I think they're going to have a great year. So we're looking forward to everyone stepping up, and I think we're working our asses off right now to get better, and hopefully that shows come the season.
Last season, you got to play quite a bit with Shane Doan, Jordan Martinook. There was a little bit of doubt about Shane coming back, but of course he's here. I would imagine that pleased you to have Donor back in, and hopefully, who knows, maybe reassemble that line.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have Donor back. He's had a hell of a year last year, and real pleasure to play with him. He's a fun guy to play with, and I think we meshed pretty well. So it's exciting that he's back, and looks as in good a shape as ever. So really excited to have him going.
Last question. What do you think this team's chances are to reach the playoffs? I know that's the goal, but, you've been in the league for a while. You know what a playoff team is like. What do you think about this team this year?
Well, that's definitely the expectation, but there's a lot of work that goes into it, and we got to get better. Last year obviously we made steps, but definitely wasn't good enough. So we're a team that I don't think losing is going to be acceptable anymore, and we got to take that next step and move up and be competitive, and definitely that's the goal. But we got to kind of start in camp and get ourselves going.